Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So last time, we went and stole some dead man's shoes, and now we have to go and wash them. And that's our current objective. Wash some shoes. Shouldn't be too difficult. We're fairly... I imagine we're okay at washing things. I was going to say we're good at it, but then I realised I have no proof to back up that statement, so... We're probably going to be fine, because it's just putting something underwater, I imagine. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to the kitchen of this business and we're going to clean some shoes in this pot. This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostile guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Check out the cookware. A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, but also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. Cleaning supplies? There's a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove, and there are also a bottle of wine vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. Yeah. These boots are really disgusting. Let's pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot. Delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. Alright, Chief, light the stove up and boil them. Right, add water and the boots to the pot, bring it all to a nice boil. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot, the water slowly comes to a boil. Wait. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface. Beautiful. A 2-course dinner of rotting flesh and hardened ceramic. Wait some more. The boots look cleaner and cleaner, the bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked, you can smell it too. Just like beef stew. A little more. That's it, Chef. The boots are just as clean as they're gonna get. Steam dense with the smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above the stove. Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine our new boots. Aha! 30 experience. A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect. Master Chef out. So we now have some new boots. Authority +2? Composure goes down, but still. Those are some epic boots. You look down at the white ceramic sabatons hugging your arches and calves, surprised how well they fit. Your movements cause little tiny clicks like dice rolling somewhere far away as the plates reorient to your motions. Decked out in future armor like a cop ought to be. The hardened vitreous enamel, once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. Yeah, I want a full suit. It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor, figure out its vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities? Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material. Okay. So we lose savoir-faire while we're researching it, but that's fine. Oh, what's the thing? It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't leave even a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly by beating yourself while wearing it? Shooting yourself? Let's see. Okay. Do I want to talk to the Hardy boy? Maybe. Let's have a little chat. I just want to see what the authorities
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
We're at 8%, which still isn't very good. They are a very nice pair of boots, though. Which is nice, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure what else we're going to do with those boots, but... Do we have any other checks that open because of that? It's authority checks. There is only one authority check, right? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Think she's in? You should punch a fucking hole in it. Gonna punch the door? You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all very good, normal thing to do. Okay. I can't, like, knock on Kim's door. Did we miss our opportunity to have a chat outside? I don't know whether you have to actually walk outside for that chat. Well, last time he took us outside, so I assume we maybe don't have a chat to do. Yeah, we don't. That's okay. Wonder what he's going to say when we... Or if he's going to say anything in the morning when we just turn up with these boots on. Is he going to be like... this is a stupid person. He's gone and stolen the boots. He has ruined the evidence. Anyway, I don't know. Are we brave enough to stare ourselves in the face yet? No. Not at all. Okay, well. It's time for bed. Go to sleep. Do we go into crazy land again? The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try hardest to fall asleep. Here we go again.
Here we are again, my broken boat. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Oh, so this is voice acted. Okay.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
The pain is in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, "What did we ever do to you?" I'm sorry, cells, it's all me, it's my fault.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I think I need medical attention.
Oh yes, they'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes, while you stare at the flickering darkness.
I think they don't make new ones, but they literally do give you new kidneys and livers in a hospital limbic system. What do you know?
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves, a great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Opening my eyes. Well, we survived the night better than we have before. I think. Yeah, we're alive at the start of it, and we have full morale, which is always good. Taking a while for us to work up the courage to stand up in our new boots. That's okay. Oh, Yes, of course, went to sleep with the bag as well. Well, time to leave. Kim? They must be downstairs already. Hey, you in? I'm not gonna shout. Well, fucking whore. Nope. That felt good. Everyone is a whore. Now punch a hole in the door. Nope. Okay. I just really want to go upstairs if that's alright, but guess not yet. Could be her. She could realistically be the person we're looking for. Who are these two? Hello, Kim.
Yes?
Aren't we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing? Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots. He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting. Congratulations, that must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you're going to go to jail. You're joking. Am I? He arches his brow. Anyway, did you want something related to police work? I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks and looks away from the boots. Just know, if anyone asks me, I will snitch on you. Okay. Cool. Good to know where we're at. Who are you? Horse-faced woman. Okay, the woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Hold on, you're a cop with the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic. I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Well, it's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones.
No, you're not. You're not the only cop in the world.
She shakes her head and breathes out. Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
How does one talk about... What does one talk about with a fellow officer? What precinct are you from? What precinct? She just sighs. Am I from? God, he doesn't know. Fucking deranged lunatic. The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth. You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong. You're the police, right? Cool, so am I. I don't... She looks around. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Judith. What are you, the police, doing here? I'm just looking out for... You? No one. The man looks at her. I'm just a man with sunglasses and you are... A policewoman. Yes, her voice is quiet. A policewoman who just wants to do her job, that's all. He says quietly and looks away. Okay, goodbye. Who are you?
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects from the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
The last couple of days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We are looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a different face in with a face in your head. Similar but different face. You might be wearing a disguise. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise? Yes, it's a hobby of mine. He looks at you inquisitively. As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy? Kim, who is this guy? He shakes his head. I'm not getting involved in this. It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in the sunglasses. The woman beside him too. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them. Alright. Something strange about this guy. Figure it out. No. There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of outfit, maybe. A uniform. A nurse's uniform? Yes, nurses. Why not? This is going to sound really weird, but are you by any chance a male nurse? Why, yes. His eyes peer out over the sunglasses. I am a male nurse. How could you tell? Could you take a look at me? I've been through a lot lately. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. He spreads his arms and shrugs. Unfortunately, I'm a neck and chin nurse. What you need is a head nurse. Sorry I couldn't help you out, buddy. That there is a form of severe sarcasm, and he's not actually a nurse. You can sometimes be a real asshole, you know that? Surprisingly, the words don't seem to be directed at you. I've got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. He inspects you. You know what you look like? I don't know. Tell me? As you know, like a man down on his luck, I'm trying real hard here, man. Oh, he seems taken aback for a moment. We'll go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard. Okay. Well, what was our check? It was esprit de corps. So if I put this on, we should get another chance at the check.
Again. I can't believe this shit.
Still locked. Okay. That's fine. Watch out for yourself, loser. That voice, so familiar. Did you hear it when calling your station reporting your badge missing? Wait, your voice, I recognize it. Oh, really? I wonder where. I lost my badge recently. Were you called in to report... when I called in to report missing, you were there. That's where you remember me from? Yeah, I have a bit of memory trouble. You don't say. He turns away from you. Goodbye, then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole. Alright, then. Oh, the patrol coat gave me the same... Oh, it gives me the same bonus. That's why I didn't get to redo it, I think. Because I already had that bonus on top. Yeah, I don't have anything else that can give me that, unfortunately. Well, hello.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
Yeah, the water lock on the canal was broken, so your husband probably just got stuck on the other side of the coast. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? You may not believe it, but it looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. He turns to Kim. Thank you both. You're welcome, madame. She turns back to you. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. The quest for knowledge is never over. And if you see him, let him know that Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work, he may not know the water lock's been repaired. Oh, and it's cold out there. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when and if I get there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, cool. Hey, Garty.
Can I help you?
Nope. They're still going. Right. Let's leave. So, is our thought finished? It should be finished, right? Because it's a new day. Or maybe thoughts have to be when you're awake. You know what? That'd make a lot of sense if thoughts have to be when... Yeah, they have to be when you're awake. You know, that makes a ton of sense now that I've said it out loud. Okay, so... That's fine. Oh, we can call Alice back now. Let's do that. Something tangible to do. Radio. Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number? Yes, the armor was produced by... She looks at her notes. Fair weather in the facilities in the Betancourt sur la Clef in 42. It was part of a special order for the Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of the Orangist pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. She browses the page. So it seems the armor went to Seminane. That's where the paper trail ends, though even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times in the years since the armor was issued. Do you know what it's called now? The most recently registered firm, the ICP, has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor named Crenell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom the suit was fitted. Yeah, the suit of armor like this must have been customized to fit the wearer. There must have been a record of the person to whom it was issued. Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private records, sector records. I could try and talk them into it, though. This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She would gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM. Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case. Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then. Did you find out about the owner of the armoured boots? Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share the private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions? No. Actually, can I meet Sylvie again? Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malalaika is on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello? You recognise her voice. Hey Sylvie, it's the police again. Oh, great. She doesn't sound thrilled. What else do you need, detective? Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling? Well, there's an uncomfortable pause. You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I'm sorry about that. Doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. Anything else, detective? No, that's it, thanks. Well, that's it then. Leave. So, in terms of where we got there, we didn't really get very far, but we did finish that task, which is nice. Okay. I'm not entirely sure where to go here. Maybe the pawn shop? See if there's anything new in it. Oh, there's new people here. Neither of them are actually people. Or neither of these three people are actually people. Okay, that's fine. Salami Man is gone forever. He was the best of us. He will be missed. Right, what do you have for sale? What's over here? Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an unimpressive print stands out from the other garb. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? The print depicts a muscled man striding towards you, a giant sword in each hand encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Himjimdal burning. The antlers on the hood of this man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes seem familiar. What's the deal with the man on this t-shirt? It's the man from Hidjalmdal. Walking away from his burning village, yes. Their matter-of-fact tone belays their surprise at the fact you didn't recognize the figure in the print. Lie, sire. For no reason. Okay. I was a very sheltered child. My parents only let me read boring books about ordinary people. The man from Hidjalmdal looks extraordinary. That's very sad, man. Then you missed out on some pretty well-executed, albeit repetitive, adventure literature. The man from Hidjalmdal is the hero of the series of popular books based on a fictional version of Katla. Mostly what it is nowadays, are the NFD. In fact, he leans in. Most people don't think that the man from Hidjalmdal ever really existed, but they are wrong. Lieutenant raises a brow. Hidjalmdal isn't the real place. Neither is the man a real man, of course, but both man and Hidjalmdal were an ecological necessity. He stops abruptly. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about. Wow, what? What do you mean the man from Hidjal? Is that going to be a Y sound? So that'd be Hyamdal? Anyway, was real? I mean, even if the man from Hyamdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really. Okay. He sounds incredulous. You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Katla, though not quite as far north as the Hyamdal, and watched the northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there. It's for the best, because Hyamdal is not a real place, and thus he could not have gone there. His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but his logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say. I'm gonna sniff the t-shirt. Smells like worn cotton. And a little old sweat there? Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin. Sniffing is okay, says the shopkeep, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of the things you're not gonna buy. You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about? How much are you selling the t-shirt for? 2 real. Lieutenant raises his eyebrows. That's dirt cheap. Couldn't you give it to me for free then? He frowns. But why? Perhaps I could repay you in some other way. Wink. I deal in goods, not services. Do I want the t-shirt? I do want the t-shirt, I think. Grease is our physical instrument, I mean. That's pretty good. And now we have a sweet t-shirt. The man from Hyamdal is standing in front of a burning village, dual-wielding his ever-present Zweihanders. The muscles look ready to burst out of the 2-dimensional print and into your 3-dimensional life. Okay. Well, maybe we could have a look at that at some point. But now I bought it. What about this one? A typical Martinez street lamp sits among assorted floor and table lamps. Is that a street lamp? Yes, officer. As you can see, it's in perfect working order. Where did you get this? It was brought to me to be altered. He leans in so the pawnbroker wouldn't hear him. We're not here to investigate the theft of city property. He pauses, studying the light, then adds, You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it. I'm going to let my gaze run over the street light. The light pole has been carefully cut and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly but persistently. This would make quite the statement in your living room. How much for the street light? 700 real. A bargain, I dare say. A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash. Are you out of your mind? There's one like that on every corner. He rests his elbows on the counter and brings his face closer to the glass. The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. What do you mean transformations? He throws you a look of weary patience. Well, there are the costs of removal and rewiring. Most importantly, the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago. Okay, that checks out. Well, I can't buy it yet. Someday, maybe. The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-travelled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with unblinking eyes of their real tapes. Stand on the tip of our toes to see more. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold, amber plastic with a big handle on top. The classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you, golden orange, a sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it. What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work? If police work means playing tape, sure, you could use it for that or any other time you need to play a tape. You sure it's all in working order? Absolutely. I've tested this one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds, and music from a variety of genres. Even though, he grimaces, I really don't like music. Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here is the Harman Walshy W02 made in Vespa, designed in Seoul. He says, Plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real. Well, I don't have 12 real. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. They are all stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Dig up a truly cool figurine in this box under the table. Actually, no, win her back? Yes, buy something nice, a figurine. Let's do it. A successful check! Why, what's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing a futuristic tracksuit? Trousers that say flan? What's this? Oh, that's the headless flan rider. Who? The headless flan rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a flan tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. He points to the decapitated figurine. 50 cent. Bargain price. I'll throw in a tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it or something. Part of the story has many interpretations. Okay. They mentioned this figurine is supposed to be lucky. Carry it with you always. He grins. What about the knights on horseback? Big men on big horses clad in Lemaire armor, carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye. Who are they? Franco-Nigerian knights? He looks at the dusty figurines in the dim light. I used to be very serious about these guys. A long, long time ago. Inspect the blue uniforms. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange shrouders. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets. Wait, this looks like Rennie, the old guy who was playing a patonk. This is what the loyalists look like, yes. He inspects the figurines. At first, then they wisened up and got camouflage. Are these royalist soldiers? Which ones? The man peers from his last box. Those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like bright colours indiscriminately. The figurines in rags? This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks. Are these even soldiers? You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? The man behind glass answers, yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't even seem like they could possibly win. I don't know. Let's see. Well, it is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. That's my friend Garte, whose bitch it made me. Okay. He doesn't bat an eye. I don't like the set much too, to be honest. Okay. Well. What did we get there? We got a shirt, and we got a figurine. I'm not entirely sure what we purchased, or why we purchased it. But we gotta try something, right? The plastic headless flan rider sits atop his equally plastic bull. His posture indicating either a desperation or pride. Comes with a set of infamous flan cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Okay. Is there anything along here? No, it just goes into the harbour. Was this anything? Oh, wait, the thing's gone. Yeah, the billboard's gone. They must have been clearing out the billboard. Oh, okay. I'm going to pull the lever up. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk and then... Secret task complete. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Oh! I've done it. Okay. The lieutenant looks across the canal. If we ever need to get to the coast, this is the way. But please contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on. Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain. Oh no, my friend. That is not what we're going to do. Wait. How do I get to the other side? What? I've closed the lock. Oh, I can walk across the lock. Haha. Yeah, okay. I was thinking we were gonna use the bridge, but no. The radio relay hums with electricity. Anything else in here? Ooh. There's stuff over this way. Hey, morale, magnesium. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Can't get there. Okay. That's fine. Well, we're on our move, which hopefully means we can get some levels. Ooh. Just spotted some money. We are running pretty low, so... yeah, good, good. Let's keep going. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Oh, there we go. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Okay. Nothing over here. This way? Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Okay. Let's make our way into wherever this is. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. Rust peels off the bent iron post of the swing. Wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing even. What happened here? In the yard. Lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance. He's assessing the situation. How long ago it was abandoned. Someone thought they could have a summer house in a block obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago. So this part of the coast is a block obscure? Practically, but it's not an official term in any way, but he spreads his arms. Look around, no sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house. Maybe left something useful behind. Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters. Gives you a weary smile. It's not meant to be. It's not meant as nagging, just an observation. We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into urban hinterland. At least in this phase of the investigation. Hey, maybe we will though. That's what you don't know. Maybe we will. Don't discount everything just yet. I mean, we've already made a lot of money. I've almost got another day worth of investigating from this. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. More magnesium. I mean, this is actually pretty good. Someone has left a music collection beneath the tarpaulin. We have a reel. The smallest church in St. Cien's. We have a song. The tape you found from the shack on the coast. The A-side has the smallest church in St. Cien's written on it, while the B-side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or porta reel at hand. Even just holding the tape makes you feel a little slad. A pawn shop would have a tape player. Is it karaoke time? I think it... Oh, what was that? Birds in the birch tree, barely audible coos come from above. Well, I think it's time for morning karaoke. I'm ready. I forgot how much the boombox was. I think it was 10 real. But it's going to turn out it was like 20 real or something. I think it was 10. But I think I just didn't have enough to buy it. Although it is not a great sign of my short-term memory, because it can't have been more than 10 minutes ago that I was here. It's 12. Alright then. My excitement was immediately killed. My day is worse for having known this. That's fine though. Right. Cross over here. It's almost, the map's almost getting large enough that I want to find a new transport method around it, but that's okay. We can wander. So, I don't think there was anything left in here, because I don't believe we can enter the house, because we can only see from this direction, which would imply that there's nothing else here. Yes, that doesn't kind of imply that. My map is still useless, right? Oh yeah, 100% useless. That's fine. What I wanted to check. Keep her running. Oh, I should be holding tab at all times so we can see when we can select things like this. Oh, there's the vehicle we were looking for. Banged up fuel canister. I'll take it. A dented stainless steel canister for transporting and storing heavy fuel. The logo on the side has been partially stripped over years of use. The government issued red dye fuel oil inside looks like paint, though it smells much, much worse. A bottle drained of all of its booze is frozen to the ice. This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit, cigarettes, and the empty bottles, all evidence to it. Hold up, don't you mean the scene of the crime? Not as such. I'm talking about what came after, the party scene. Sure looks like a lot of people partied here. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them all a focal point, like a goose, ice sculpture, or a chocolate fountain. Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of partygoers here. Looks like it. Well, was this party against the law? On the ice like this, it was probably a public danger. Lieutenant shakes his head. Not as such, no, let's keep moving, detective. Somehow he doesn't want to dwell on it. A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalwork. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading. So this is where the tracks were leading to. It appears to be so. Lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage. Let's investigate. I agree, the lieutenant replies, his eyes never leave the sunken vehicle. We should definitely investigate. You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark water. What's the make of this MC? Can I see a logo? The logo is too deep in the murky water, you can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. Let's run our hand over the cold metal. The motor carriage is properly sunk in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the seawater hasn't touched it. How long has it been here? The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. He leans forward to peek into the cold water. My guess it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday. The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening. What should we do? Let's wait for the low tide and see what comes inside. A great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The Joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket, a Joyrider jacket. A Joyrider jacket. You feel this strange connection to this Joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of Joyrider's district. It likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would. Is this my car? It might be my car. How long will it take for the low tide to come in? I don't know. An hour or two tops. Let's sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. Nice, it didn't make me come back in an hour or two. As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. Let's whistle. Success! Aha! The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. Level up. Yeah. Lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with the higher-pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire whistling by the seaside, looking at the water in a sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a topic for discussion. Well, would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches? Well, the lieutenant rubs his chin. Historically, leeches have been used to prevent and cure many ailments. Okay, he's thinking. I can do this, let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to... Well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals. Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass. If you have to decide with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place. But if someone puts a gun to your head... Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass. Can you make out the mark now? Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. It's odd you haven't. It's a Cooper's Model 40. His eyes turn to you. Yes, why haven't you? It's a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government officers. He pauses to think. Firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kind of people. It is ours. Squinting our eyes. Is that a number on the side? Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for? Oh, yeah. It's as if he already knows what it stands for, but he wants you to say it. It's, pedagogical? Pedagogical? Okay. Does he know something about the speed racer? Well. Oh god, no. I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry. 41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach and the most terrible feeling comes over you. Oh god, Harry. Oh god, Harry. What did you do? No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry. Oh my god. It's mine. I drove my car into the sea? I'm afraid, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal and drove your vehicle into the sea right here. Okay. Well, I can still fix it. That is very unlikely. Lieutenant replies with a sigh. Oh, the electronics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and the brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find an undamaged component in there. He shakes his head. In a few months there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. I don't have that kind of money. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. He's avoiding your gaze now. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema. This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget. How do we get it out? Detective, he says almost gently. We don't. A rescue operation isn't viable at this point. So it's just gonna be there like this? I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. He looks around. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall this machine is a write-off. They're not gonna take me back after this, are they? People are more valuable than machines. He's trying to cheer you up now. Training a police officer is even more costly. People, yes, but not you. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. Of whom? The lieutenant looked skeptical. I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk. The badge, the gun, now this? Lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is a fourth thing you've lost. A fourth thing? More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas. Let's not think about that again. We might fall into a coma. Things were going so well, we were just whistling merrily. You can still whistle, Lieutenant says with a smile. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn. Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Yes, let's go have a look. Go to your inventory and interact with the item by selecting Interact tab and then Interact. Oh, we also finished our thought. Thought complete, White Morning. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop, on the corner, and finally in the matchbox house, sitting by the window. White flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful, the white morning. A modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. All MOT caps raised by 1, but 20% zoom out distance? Crazy. Okay, that's an odd one. What's our MOT caps? Motorix caps, okay. Interesting. Does that mean... Wait, does that mean that I can now... Those have reopened those checks? I think it does, yeah. Wait, no, that one was already open. Yeah, the map wall is now open again. Oh, okay. Wait. Map wall? I think it's a different wall. Oh no, that is, I guess that is now open again. Cool. Wait, no, composure wasn't open. So mustn't we... Yeah, okay, so just increase the cap we can get them to. That's fine. The 20% zoom out? Oh, we can go pretty far out now. What's this? Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. Well, we can find out where we went. What am I interacting with, by the way? Nothing. Okay. Why did it tell me about how to interact? Ah. Hey, we got our badge. LTN 2JFR Dubois. Ah, we can now use that to talk to Joyce. We also got our RCM Commander's jacket. Oh, Commander's jacket. That makes it sound like we were fairly high up. Also, that is actually perfect. That's more visual calculus and esprit de corps. That is quite a nice... That's a well-fitting jacket. Visual calculus of 7 now, by the way. Okay, so we have the badge. That's huge. Let's follow the footprints. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. The underside of this boat has recently been tarred. Okay. Oh, we have to go around this way. That's fine. We can do that. Oh, wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. Oh, I'm not going to go all the way around there. We'll come back this way. What else have we got? What are those doing in the fish? Are these doing in the fish? Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. Give us perception +1. Do I prefer them over my authority boots? Kind of, yeah. Good old-fashioned calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. Definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller, but could that also be that's making you sharper, more perspective to your surroundings? Now you've gained a new perspective. Okay. We're looking almost okay now. Also this one. I just want to see what it says. Oh god. Anyway. The black uniform with the RCM signature white rectangle on its right sleeve and back side. Letters inside the collar read LTN 2JFR. The jacket is of exceptional quality other than some minor wear and tear. Right. Well, that's good. The boat is floating freely in the water unmoored. The ladder leads into a school of fish swimming in the kelp. The planks creak beneath your weight. Okay, in here? Hey, more money. Oh, haven't seen the RCM around for ages. Okay, hello.
Aye, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in the scabbard hangs from her hip. Oh my god, she's a pirate.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. I've got questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. It helps break the ice. Nice sword. Does it come with a story? Unfortunately, the factory sold me this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. She smiles at her own joke. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Do you know how to use it? Not really. She glances at the blade. I know some basic moves, and I know which sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot. But not when you're in a tight spot. Isn't that what guns are for? Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. She shrugs. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay. Why do you need intimidation tactics? From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men, and believe me, she adds, tittering, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. Can I borrow that sword? No, I'm afraid not. Her eyes are smiling as her hand moves to the hilt. Attempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check, you would put me in an early grave. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective? What makes you think we haven't? She smiles. The truth is, almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and is too stupid and dull for that. It goes for men too, but they put on an act for us, pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like everyone falls for that. I'm a proper man, believe me. Oh, she shakes her head, smiling faintly. Believe me, everyone here is a proper man. Must be something about poverty that makes all the men real. Where are all the men now? Some went to patch their wounds, lessons learned, others went more thick-headed. She looks down. And one of them I ended up marrying. Where's your husband now? Gone. He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case. It absolutely does not. Lieutenant quickly interjects. We are not going to look for him. No, there is nothing to find. He's dead, lost to the waves. He died? Was he murdered? Lieutenant shakes his head again. Yeah, by himself, inadvertently. She continues with a frown. He never respected the sea, went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day he didn't come back. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. Well, time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. She crosses her arms. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. She glanced at the village where the two little kids are playing with what looks like rocks. Life didn't really change very much for me and the kids. This is neither a touchy nor very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could use some action. -6 for doesn't know a good spot yet. -1 for Kim's presence makes it awkward. Oh, well, we'll try. Anyway, is that your boat there? Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. Takes some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. What you do around here? Like I said, fish mostly, sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. That enough to make a living? Sometimes I also walk to the beach and see what the sea is giving up. The sea is full of surprises. Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. Oh, very, she laughs. Finding pieces of last bits of wood every once in a while. We get dead bodies, human, animal, fish, other sea creatures. Mine washed ashore once. What else? She looks at the beach. Oh, bottles, drugs too, lost cargo in general, but most of the time it's just wood and glass. Very romantic. Alright, major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It'd be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Okay. Well, I need to know about those human bodies. Well, you're barking up the wrong tree then, officer. She shakes her head. No interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch. I'm looking for someone. Could you help? Let's see. She tilts her head ever so slightly. Who are you looking for? I'm looking for some missing cryptozoologists. Ugh. She frowns, thinking, I don't know where these are. Care to elaborate? I don't know what these are. Care to elaborate? People who look for imaginary animals. Aha. She exclaims, like snowmen. Snowmen? I haven't heard about those. Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose it in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Wait, the like? Right. You know, no, it's not only snowmen, but also grain men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture. Oh, you're getting it, and it is gorgeous. Where did they go? I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they're heading. He points north. Who else is she looking for besides snowmen? That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Be seeing you. So I just need to find a nice spot for a date and we're ready to go. Well, I'm just going to click there. Here, just double check. There is nothing. Oh, no, there is. There's the card. Oh, never mind. You know what? We'll look at that next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.